to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, then I'm so happy to meet you. How are we all? Hope we're all really well. So this is the upload I've been avoiding for so long, really. So as you all know, I had lost a cat about 4 weeks ago today, and I can't think what to say. Sorry, yeah, 4 weeks ago today, he got run over by a car, which I couldn't get my head around for so long. But for about a week, I was baffling my head, thinking, well, what was he doing by main road? He's never gone by the main road in the 12 years I've had him. So then I was thinking, well, has he got run over by I can't get my words out. Has he been attacked by a dog and got spooked or something and run that way? But then I come to the, how do you put it? Yeah, after a week, for about a week, I was baffling my head, thinking, what was he doing by the road? But then after a week, I sort of come to accept it, if that makes sense. So I just basically told myself, well, it can be baffling you. You can keep going over questions and whatnot in your own head, but you're never going to get the answer. So I sort of accepted the fact that he'd gone and he's not coming back, which hurt. I mean, still after, it's only 4 weeks, so it's still a little bit raw. So yeah, there's still times that really tug on my heart. I miss him. I do miss him so much. So I've had him 12 years. This is going to be a long story. Go grab yourself a drink, get yourself comfy, and I'll tell you all about my cat Tinka. A clever cat. It was clever, very clever. So the day I had Tinka, me and my mum was actually shopping for, no, we was out shopping around local shops, and there was a pet shop there, and basically we was meant to have gone in there to get pig's ears for the dogs. Well, for my mum's dog, should I say. I'd already had the cat Felix at this time. He's 13. Sorry, I don't know how many times I said this, but yeah, I already had my cat Felix. He's 13 now. And for some reason that day, someone just told me to look around the pets. So I said, have you got any pets in the back? I don't know why I asked, I just asked. I wasn't even planning on having another pet. Yeah, and I was looking round, and I come across these 2 kittens on their own. And there was Tinka, who was all black. He had his white socks and his white chest. And there was another cat what was more whitish, but something drawed me to Tinka. And I said, can I hold this cat? Can I hold this kitten here? And he said, yeah. And as he got him out and passed him me. Sorry, no, I think I held the other one first. No, we held Tinka. And I don't know, there was just something about him. I just couldn't put him back down. And I said, is he for sale? And he said, yeah. So I said I'd buy him. So I go to the counter and I pay for the pig's ears, what I originally went in to get, and paid for the pig's ears and the cat, the kitten. It was, at that time, I think he said he was 6 or 7 weeks old. It wasn't 8 weeks, he was meant to have been 8 weeks, but I think he was 6 or 7. And he was eating on his own phone and stuff, so he was alright to go. The mum wasn't there with them anyway. I remember coming out to the car. I had him in my coat. And I come out to the car and I show my mum, look at the new addition to the family. At that time I thought he was a girl. So I called him Tinka. And as he got bigger, I realised that he was a boy. And when I took him to the vets, I asked, I said, is he a boy or a girl? And they confirmed that he was a boy as well. A couple of people confirmed that he was a boy. So I took the bell off the end of Tinka. So we changed his name to Tinka. So yeah, I brought him home. My mum had a dog called Zara at this time. It was another Shih Tzu like this one. This one's Rosie. And yeah, she instantly took to him. Just after time went on, as he was growing up, he sort of started being like, he was very clever, really clever. And after a bit he started acting like the dogs. Like, you'd eat your dinner and he'd come and sit by your feet, and I don't know, he'd eat a chip. You'd give him a chip and he'd eat it. He'd share a bag of crisps with you. I know it sounds weird, but he would. There's so many things he used to do. I don't know what to say next. I mean, he's very loving as well. Like, you'd be lying in bed and he'd come and lie next to you. Like, he couldn't get any closer to you, if that made sense. And his 2 paws would be wrapped around your arm and he'd be snuggled up to your arm. He was a lovely cat. If he wanted you to stroke him, he'd grab your hand and he'd place it on his head for you to stroke his head. He'd knock the door when he wanted to come back in. Like, after so long, obviously, they're allowed out, but he learnt to knock the door like a human. And I've got a video somewhere, if I can find it. If I can find it, it'd be on here. Yeah, he used to sort of slap the glass on the front door, and it used to knock. Whereas my other cat would just go and sit on the windowsill and meow to come back in. He wouldn't, he would knock the door. Even after recent years, we had a cat flap put in, so they could come in and out themselves, but he'd still prefer to knock the door like a human. He used to give high five like a dog. He was so funny. I avoided this video for so long. I just didn't feel strong enough to do it, but I feel strong enough now. I mean, talking about it is tugging on my heart a little bit, but I'm trying not to cry. Yeah, I think I sort of let myself feel what I needed to feel, like grieving and stuff. And then I think I've got over the worst. I mean, the day he had passed away, because they've never, not one of them has ever been by the main road, and I mean, up till now, talking about it now, it just baffles my head, it really does. So it just don't make sense. What was he doing there? Nobody knows, and I'll never get the answer to it. But the day he passed away, I'd gone shopping with my two nieces, Maisie and Sophie, and I'd come back, pulled up outside, got in my car, and one of my neighbours had come over and said, "Have you lost a cat?" Me being me, I was like, no, it can't be mine. Hopefully, I'll go in there and I'll check. Hopefully they're both still asleep on the bed. And that was exactly what I said. And I was like, oh yeah, alright then, okay. There is a cat lying dead down on the main road. On the side of the road, on the path. I was like, no, it can't be mine, they don't go by the road. But obviously these moments you have to think, don't you? So I walk through the front door and I say, "Mum, there's a cat lying dead down the road." And my mum said, I think it's Tinka." No, it can't be Tinka, please don't. Please don't say that. Well, my mum's friend had been down to the road and got it and brought it back and put him in the back garden. So I obviously had to go outside and confirm that it was him. So when I got outside, I looked and my heart just sank. It completely sank. I had my positive mind on. I was ready to, getting ready for the new year and all, face all my New Year's resolutions and everything. I was all ready for it. I was positive, I was happy, and I just looked at him and my heart just sank. I felt sick. I felt literally sick. I was like, I screamed. I looked at him, my heart sank, and I screamed. I just couldn't believe it was him. Well, I didn't want to believe it was him. I was in disbelief for a bit. But I knew it was him, but I didn't want to believe it was. So I went over to him, I stroked him. He was still quite soft, but the glory details. He was bleeding a lot. So I took his collar off. I said, I want to keep that. And my niece came out and she hugged me when I screamed, and I broke down and I cried. I looked at my niece and I said, he's gone, ain't he? And my niece said, yeah. And my niece said, yeah. But part of me thought, no, I can survive him, sort of thing. But no, he had already started going stiff. Rigor mortis was setting in. I was absolutely heartbroken. Oh, I miss him so much. Oh, it's horrible to talk about. So, yeah. I'm going to share some photos of him as well, so you can see him from a kitten up until late age. I mean, he was a really big cat at one time, and over the past couple of years, he's sort of gone a bit wild. He went a bit wild and lost quite a bit of weight. But yeah, he was such a lovely cat, and he'll always be missed. Our house just ain't the same without him. I mean, you work just as much as, well, they are family, aren't they? They are like your family. They're just like a family member. And you work just as much when you lose a family member as you do. No, you work just as much losing a pet as you do a family member. That are wrenching pain. It's just horrible. Anyway, I'm going to end the vlog there. I'm going to share a few photos. I hope this one hasn't bored you too much. And thank you all so much to each and every one of you who support my channel. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.